Hey everyone, happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2019. Let's reset. So over the weekend, I was scrolling through my Facebook timeline, which is something that I haven't done in a while. And I saw that my neighbor, Angelo, posted a picture of a butterfly that landed in his hand. Well, by the next day, I went to go and open up the sliding doors to my balcony, and I saw that this butterfly, which I assumed to be the same butterfly, was sitting right outside of my door, to the point where I couldn't even open up the screen door because it was in the way, and it looked so peaceful, and I didn't want to interrupt it. So I came back a few hours later, and it was still there in the same position. So I assumed that it was dead. And then every now and then I would see it move just a little bit. So then I said, okay, well, it's not dead, it's still alive, but perhaps it's about to die. So I asked myself the question, or I asked Google the question, well, why do butterflies die? Now, I understand that everything dies, but I wanted to specifically wonder, is it the changing of the seasons? But Google gave me an interesting answer. It said that once the purpose of the butterfly is fulfilled, specifically the male butterfly, that then it dies about 6 to 8 weeks later. So I said, a couple things popped in my head with this situation, and I'm keeping them in mind as I reset for the week. One, that the butterfly, the male butterfly, Google said that after it has released as much of its sperm that it can in order for perhaps that continuity, that then it dies. So until the purpose is fulfilled, it can't die, it won't die. And I thought about how that should be the same thing for us. That until, as Jesus said, until everything has been fulfilled, until that thing that God placed in your heart has been fulfilled, that it has all been accomplished, you can't throw in the towel. It cannot die. Your dream cannot die until it's done what it was supposed to produce. You cannot die until you do and produce what you're supposed to. It has everything to do with your divine authenticity and the purpose for your life. So yes, it may seem like things are falling apart, but go back to the original purpose of a thing. Go back to the original purpose of your life. Hasn't been accomplished, hasn't been fulfilled. If not, I've got more living to do. And I'm not just going to say that I've got more living to do, that I've got more work to do. I'm actually going to put in the work, and my faith is going to also match my work. So that was the first thing, that we should take on the same habit of the butterfly. That listen, I'm not dying, I'm not throwing the towel, I'm not quitting, I'm not going to give up my spirit, lay down my head and say I'm done until my purpose has been fulfilled. But then the second thing I thought about with this is that, and again, I'm not superstitious at all, so don't send me any messages having to do with why perhaps the butterfly came and landed on my balcony to die. But I did ask that question. Why in the world does it have to die on my balcony? I don't want any dead thing in my vicinity or in the place where I live. But I thought about how sometimes dead things will be attracted by life. It landed right outside of my living room doors, which is, it's my favorite place to be. I actually prefer sometimes sleeping in my living room than I do even in my bedroom, because there's such peace there. I get so much energy there. I hear from God there. I get ideas there. I do a lot of writing there. And so this is my place of life. And that's how it is in our own lives sometimes, that dead things will be attracted by the life that is in you. Perhaps it's so that they can take some of what you got so that they can keep on living, or even sometimes it can be to literally suck the life out of you. So we've got to be careful to not allow a dead thing in something that is negative corrode or corrupt what we have. Bad company corrupts good character. But then also sometimes it's just that there are things, there are people even that are in need of light. They are operating in darkness. They need some of your light. So you've got to be packed up, prayed up, and ready to go. I remember a situation that I experienced when I was in college, and some fraternity brothers and I, we actually almost got killed trying to help some people who had gotten into a car accident on the highway. And then it was so crazy and so scary that by the next day, it had spread throughout parts of the campus, and students were talking about it, and they were telling some of the deans. And one of the deans walked into the student center the next morning and saw that there was something wrong with me, and one of my coworkers in the student center told her and another administrator what happened. And both of the deans, they were saying, wow, God was watching over you. And one of them said, one of the administrators said, yeah, that's why you got to be packed up, prayed up, and ready to go. And that is what we always have to be, that we've got to be packed up with the Word of God, packed up with the good news, and prayed up, because we've got to be able to discern what has come to suck the life out of me, but what has been sent to me so that I can pour life into it. Fast forward, the butterfly, it moved a little more, so I figured that it was still alive. And then finally, I don't know if the wind blew it away or if it was just, it got the life that it needed from being in my vicinity. But keep these things in mind this week. Don't throw in the towel until the purpose has been fulfilled. Same thing for you. Stop being so anxious. Stop all the worrying. Listen, your purpose has got to be fulfilled, that you will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. So keep on working. Let your faith match your expectations. Hope only in God and keep on moving. And then, of course, be packed up and prayed up, understanding that you need to operate with discernment so you can tell what is coming towards me and why. Am I supposed to pour life into it, or has it come to suck the life out of me? Listen, have a wonderful week. Expect great things this week. Hope in God only. And share this with someone, bless someone, and I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.